Oh, speaking of delightful, singular, beautiful human beings, our next tellers are two of my favorite people whenever they are, whenever they are by themselves. But when you stick both of them in the same Zoom screen, it's inevitably going to be too much fun to handle. So please, everybody, give it up right now for Ann Rutherford and Norm Brecke.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Wonderful
Thank
to
you
be
very
with
much.
y'all as always. Great night of telling.
Not sure if we're going to have any pearls of wisdom here, but
We'll do our best. Well, I have one pearl, or I don't know what gem it would be, but Norm and I in August celebrated 6 years of marriage.
that's right. That's right.
To each other. And I tell you, when you fall in love and start a new serious relationship when you're in your 50s, now 60s, it is really affirming.
It is. It's affirming, and it doesn't hurt that we both share a passion.
Oh, passion.
For storytelling, of course.
Right. Yeah. We love storytelling and other things we have in common, like Oregon. We both love Oregon.
That's right. And we at the Oregon History.
Why? We even joined the Oregon Historical Society.
That's right. We actually love museums.
Yeah, we're geeks. Many of you are too, I'm sure. But we also like movies.
And the great outdoors.
Yeah. But it's not all rainbows and unicorns. I mean, we also at this point in our lives are pretty set in our ways.
Yeah, we have our own dislikes and likes. We have our peccadillos, if you will. And actually, one of the first things that we found out, well, not the first things, but pretty soon we found out.
Not that.
We found out about each other was that I can fall asleep in minutes.
Seconds.
After
seconds.
Gone to bed. And so I can come home from a show, or like tonight after we get all done, I'll be so excited. I usually do say something like, oh yeah, I'm so wired, I won't be able to sleep for all.
It's true. It's like a superpower. I mean, it's amazing and really irritating because I have insomnia and there's this one.
Yeah, yes.
But and there are other things that we differ on. For instance, I really like to listen to classical music.
And I think the Beatles are pretty classic.
Gardening.
Well, I like the idea of gardening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I love to read.
Sports. I love sports, and especially baseball.
Oh no, okay, baseball. Wait a minute. Now, is that okay? Do they use is it the pointy ball, or is it the roundy one?
Well, it's the little roundy hard one it's white with those little red stitches.
Oh yeah, they hit it with a stick.
Bat, yeah. But anyway, that's where we were when we got together, and so.
But I have grown. I can now say definitively, baseball, 9 innings, 3 outs.
I'm so proud.
I know.
I'm so proud. Well, she's been very patient with me. Man, I don't watch baseball all the time, but I always have to catch a couple of innings, and I'm checking on my phone on all the scores all the time. And well, it really hasn't been the game though that won her over to baseball. It was the
Portland Pickles.
The Pickles, yes. A couple of summers ago, Portland got one of those semi-pro teams of college players. They don't pay them. It's a good business model. Really. Anyway, they use wooden
Sticks.
bats, and they're trying to improve over the summer. So it's been really fun.
It's really fun. We went to a bunch of games, and there you are outdoors. You're drinking beer. You're eating peanuts. There's this game going on. You're with other people. It is just it's really won me over. It's very fun.
Really, the charm of the game and being at the game has not been the biggest thing, though.
True.
It has been one more thing that's really, really won her over to the entire thing.
In fact, I'm kind of fanatical about him. The mascot, Dylan the Pickle.
Yeah, he's kind of a big deal.
It's hilarious. The guy who plays him wears the Pickles baseball uniform, but he has a huge pickle. I mean, we could not get him on the Zoom screen if he was here. Huge pickle with a cap on it as his head. Oh, it is so fun to watch him.
Oh, it is. It's fun. And we have been to a lot of games. We've had a great time doing that.
Yeah.
And it's just.
And then we took it one step further.
That's right. That's right. One day I went out to the mailbox and two of our favorite things came together. It was the Oregon Historical Society. They have a special exhibition that's going to be this summer. It's going to be, they're going to have the Magna Carta of baseball. The Magna Carta of baseball.
The Magna Carta
first time ever.
Baseball. Oh my gosh. What's that?
Oh, it's the first rules of baseball from 1857. Yeah.
Historic.
Really good. Hell, but they're going to have a lecture.
Really?
A guest lecturer.
Who?
Oh, it's John Thorne.
John Thorne?
Yeah, John Thorne. John Thorne, yeah.
Who's he?
Well, he's the official historian of Major League Baseball.
Wow.
Yeah. He was in that special. Ken Burns. What was the name of it?
I think it was baseball.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
Yeah.
this is like an epic event.
Yeah,
I mean, are we
cool.
free? I think we should
I
get
think
tickets.
we are. Well, we are free when
Great.
he's here, but the tickets are pretty pricey.
Now, see, here's another place we differ. Norm is cheap.
Well, you're frugal.
I am not frugal or cheap. So I got tickets and we went.
And as it turned out, it was buy one, get one free. So
Very happy.
yeah, so we went, and it's this little church right next door to the Historical Society. So we go in there and we look around, like, wow, we're like the youngest people in the entire crowd.
And everybody is dressed to the nines. I mean, even for Portland, and look, Norm, look at that guy. He's wearing one of those old timey
That's
baseball
pretty cool,
uniforms.
pretty cool,
This
yeah.
is really going to be fun. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And then the crowd quieted. And from behind the curtains, the speaker of the night, John Thorne himself, stepped to the lectern and began to speak.
At the convention of 1855, the proposed distance between the bases was 70 feet, if you can believe that. I mean, it was only a few years, though, before they decided on the 90 feet between each base. Points were made back and forth about the virtues of having the pitchers mound at 50 feet. Can you imagine 50? Anyway, but eventually it was decided that 60 feet, 6 inches would be the distance as it is today. 7 innings was the agreed amount by all the teams, but the New York Knickerbocker Club, who actually played many of their games across the Hudson in New Jersey, they would not play that way, and eventually 9 innings became the distance between of a game.
Anyway, I looked around, and I mean, I knew what he was talking about. Everything made sense to me that he was saying, but I was bored. I mean, this was a lecture, and well, there were a few people nodding up, but I looked at Ann. I thought, she really loves me.
Well, we made it through that without any really noticeable scars on our relationship. But then the next summer, we went to more baseball games. And there we were at a baseball game, all sunshine and unicorns, drinking beer, cracking peanuts, cracking wise, stuff's going on. And then something happened on the field, something that seemed to upset no one except the Pickles manager, some old guy in the front row, and
Come on!
my husband.
What are you doing?
What?
Hey,
What?
Get your head in the game. Every umpire in Little League knows that. You should have called it. What were you thinking?
Norm, what is it? What's going
Well,
on?
they didn't call the infield fly
Well,
rule.
what's the infield fly
Well,
rule?
the infield fly rule is this rule that
Yeah.
when there's two people on base
Uh-huh.
and an easy out goes
Yeah,
to one of the
uh-huh.
infielders, an easy, not a bunt or something like a line drive or something, but a fair ball that goes into the field. And if they get it, if there's two people on and there's less than 2 outs, or the bases are loaded, then he's supposed to call the batter. Batter's supposed to say the batter's out. Well, it's a process,
Well, it is. I mean, isn't marriage? So we have, as a byproduct of this, discovered an absolutely foolproof homeopathic cure for my insomnia.
That's right. Anytime that Ann is having a hard time sleeping, I just say, honey,
Oh,
honey,
what?
honey, all right, now just lie down.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Okay. Let me fluff your pillow up.
Okay,
All right. Okay. All right. Now.
a little more there.
Okay. Right here.
That's good.
All right.
Oh,
Now,
wait.
now, sweetie. Okay. It's
What?
okay.
Okay,
Here's the treatment.
yeah.
The New York Knickerbocker Club of 1855 once established
Perfect every time. And this brings us up to intermission. So should I wake her? Should I? Okay.
All right.